Femke Bol and Lieke Klaver got the mixed team through earlier on, so I think you can pretty much bet your house, Daphne, that they will be in the women's 4x4 team tomorrow with work still to do.
I think they will change one of the girls for Lieke Klaver or Femke Bol tomorrow, because of course they want to go to the Olympics, so they need to. And you can see if they're both not in the mix, then it's difficult. But ooh, that was close.
Ooh, yeah.
But that's the difficult thing of the 4x4. You need to finish. You have the lactic. You are tired, and there are other countries coming in your back. So it's a difficult thing. Just I think you need to stay in your lane and see what happens around you.
Yeah, I think the ideal is that you maintain your racing line, don't you? And don't sort of, as you say, with wobbly legs, it can be pretty hard to keep yourself in a straight line when you've just completed that 400 meters. But slow motion shots with some colourful local decoration in the background of Alice Mangione, who brings Italy home, qualifies them for the Olympic Games. Canada will be there again. Netherlands, well, we'll have to wait and see. They've got the power to bring in tomorrow. World champions, of course, indoors and out, Netherlands. I hadn't mentioned that fact earlier on. So here we are, the jeopardy of the world relays. The world champions at the moment are not through. So some more further timing information here. This is a little look at how those legs unfolded for each of those races, and the purple highlighted ones are the fastest on each leg. So the Italian team led out by Rebecca Borgia, the quickest on the opening leg. I mentioned a top quality second leg from Ellie Beer of Australia, a sub 51 second leg there. India, well, they were rallying but too late, and then very solid from Mangione to bring them home. Interesting to see that from a split point of view. We'll try and bring you more of that information as we go through, just to give a flavour of how the race unfolded on the clock. Next up is heat number 2 of the women's 4x4. Dominican Republic stand poised. Great Britain and Northern Ireland, none of that team were in the mixed 4x4 earlier on. We do have one repeater coming up at least, by the way, in just a moment. And you'll see it here on the left for Ireland. Charlene Maudsley, there's two actually. Charlene Maudsley and Rashida Adeleke both ran in the mixed less than 2 hours ago. And they will bookend. In fact, they won't bookend. They're in legs 2 and 4 actually for Ireland. Cuba, Ukraine will go in 3. And on the inside will be Colombia. So again, as we look at the fastest times on paper here this year, Great Britain and Northern Ireland third on the list to the road to Paris in the relay qualification window in terms of the best performance over the course of that time. Cuba ranked 9 and Ireland ranked 10. But Charlie Maudsley and Rashida Adeleke can both perform as they did earlier on in getting Ireland through in the mixed, Daphne. Then Ireland will be pretty confident of another top 2 finish here.
Yeah, but it must be so hard to do both in that short of time. But we will see what they do.
Give us an idea then. What are you doing if you're those two athletes now? You've run the mixed 4x4 or whatever time it was earlier on, 7:15 or so. You've got probably an hour and a bit to get yourself ready. What are you doing in that time in between?
I think just try to jog a little bit. Just try to get off the lactic. Just blood flow and stuff like that. Maybe a little bit of treatment. A lot of good drinks. Water, but also like some minerals on it, and just a little bit right for the energy for the last moment. But you cannot do anything. You just need to recover as soon as possible. But that's difficult in a short time, mostly after 400 meters as well.
There is Charlene Maudsley, who has had to get herself warmed down and warmed back up again in that time, as we talk about. Czech Republic there on the in lane 6. That's Lourdes Manuel, who will lead them out. Oh, another one of those teams, by the way, who've been in Florida training, the World Championship finalists. Czech Republic. You see a couple of the Great Britain and Northern Ireland athletes in the background as well. There's Lena Nielsen, who will anchor the team home, as her twin sister Lavia did earlier on. Victoria Hurigu, good to see her back in some top form as well. Hannah Kelly, one of the most recent additions to that Great Britain and Northern Ireland team as well, will go on the second leg for them. Cuba, by the way, are the defending champions in this event. who go in lane 4. Obviously, the 2021 staging of the World Relays was just post-COVID when things were opening up again. It was behind closed doors in Silesia in Poland. A couple of the longer travelling countries, the likes of the USA and Jamaica, didn't send teams to that event, which opened the door for a few others, including Cuba. Seen there to win this title last time around in Poland. Here we are back in the Bahamas, in Nassau, the 4th time that this World Relays event has been here in the Bahamas. So we've seen Nicole Yegan ready to go on the 3rd leg for Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Ukraine's lead-off runner, Katerina Karpiuk. Temperature still, as you'd expect here, up in the mid-20 degrees Celsius. Local time here in the Bahamas is just after 9:10 in the evening. Great spectacle under the lights here in the capital. Great local support as well. So here are the teams then. Dominican Republic on the outside. Milagros Duran will get them underway. Victoria Uhuragu leads off. Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Lourdes Manuel for Czech Republic. Ireland's lead-off runner is Sophie Becker. Melissa Pandron for the defending World Athletics Relay champions, Cuba. Katerina Karpiuk for Ukraine. And in lane 2 is Paula Loboa for Colombia. So on paper, the best performances over the last 18 months or so have come from Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Ireland and Cuba. But only 2 places are available by right today in Olympic qualifying round 1 in the women's 4x400 metres. So away we go. Right on the outside, Victoria Uhuragu, tasked with the opening leg. It's a very strong start by Sophie Becker of Ireland, which is relative at least to the start outside her by Lourdes Manuel of the Czech Republic. Great Britain, Northern Ireland and Ireland. A relatively modest start by Ukraine right back on the inside in lane number 2. Great Britain, Northern Ireland and Ireland at the moment, and Cuba just coming into the picture bottom right in the red and blue. To the home straight. Great Britain, Northern Ireland will hand on to Hannah Kelly for the 2nd leg. Ireland have Rashida Adeleke running her 2nd leg of the evening. Here come Cuba, Ukraine. As Hannah Kelly gets the baton ahead of Rashida Adeleke. Cuba have Rosemary Almanza on the 3rd leg. Ukraine and they're back on to Tatiana Karashuk. Czech Republic with Marcela Pirkova in the blue and white currently in 5th position. Right on the outside, Dominican Republic come next. Regina Martinez as the baton for them. Hannah Kelly at the moment with a commanding lead for Great Britain.
It looks very smooth for Great Britain. Like they're really nice and relaxed. It looks like that, and of course it's not, but it's like Ireland as well.
Hannah Kelly would have expected to come under some attention from Rashida Adeleke, but these two are a long way clear at the moment of Cuba. Adeleke finishing strongly. You wish she'd run another 400 leg a couple of hours ago. She passes on to another of their very experienced relay runners, Phil Healy. Nicole Yegan tearing up to her for Great Britain, Northern Ireland. The Ukraine have moved themselves up to 3rd position now, ahead of Cuba and the Czech Republic. Ukraine with Victoria Tkachuk